All right, man. What's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. So, as everybody should know, huge NBA news came out. Ja Morant suspension. Ja Morant has been suspended for 25 games in the NBA regular season, the next regular season that's coming up. And, so basically he'll be back before, he'll be back before December, right in the middle of December, somewhere around there. And everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants to know what's up. Everybody wants to know, is this fair? Is this not fair? People are saying, the suspension's not too long and all this other stuff. I'm going to surprise everybody when I say this. I think this suspension is unfair, and I agree with Adam Silver. His suspension should be short. Let's get the unfair part in. First of all, I think the suspension is unfair because Ja Morant is a grown man who carries a gun and decided to post himself with a gun on Instagram Live. Now, if I was a Ja Morant, if I was one of the top rising stars in the league, would I have done what he's done? No, absolutely not. I'm not disagreeing that Ja is an idiot. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing, Ja, it, doesn't make the best decisions, especially I think, listen, I honestly sat back and thought about it. Shout out to my boy YTC for sending me the news what Ja Morant's suspension was going to be. I'm honestly thinking to myself, I'm not really mad at what Ja did. I'm mad that he's messing up the bag. That's what I'm more mad about Ja Morant for. Is that Ja Morant had in his contract for the Memphis Grizzlies that he was gonna make $39 million if he would have made one of the all NBA teams, whether it was the first, second, or third. He would have got $39 million in the bank if he would have made one of the all NBA teams. And he didn't because the NBA held it against him that he did the dumb stuff with the gun at the strip club. And that's why he didn't get the $39 million. And that's why he was left off the all NBA teams for the first, second, and third. But I do think it's unfair that you're suspending Ja Morant for flashing a gun on Instagram. I'm sorry. He's outside of his house. And Ja Morant lives in Memphis. He lives in Memphis. Anybody who knows anything about down south knows they love their guns. And I have nothing against guns. I'm all for guns. If Ja Morant wants to hold a gun outside of his house on Instagram Live, he should be able to do that. I'm not saying it's smart. I'm not saying it's the best decision. I'm just saying he should be allowed to do it. It is what it is. I can understand if he was at, I get, when it comes to the teenager, when it comes to, when he was pointing the red beam at the fans and stuff, I can get why, you would tell him to chill. But the dude was just trying to be, whether you think Ja Morant is gangster or not, at the end of the day, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't really do anything wrong. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, I see a bunch of, not to take it there, but I see a bunch of guys, white guys, who post their guns when they're hunting deer. No one has a problem with that. But we have a problem with Ja. And once again, I'm not saying it's correct. I'm not saying, like, Ja Morant's an idiot. Yes, Ja Morant's an idiot. Especially since he lost $39 million. I would have definitely chilled. But he didn't really do anything. And the NBA is all about anti-guns and stuff. Go ask Steve Kerr. Go ask Greg Popovich. All that other stuff. So I thought it was unfair. I thought Ja Morant really didn't do anything. But it is what it is. But here's the main point I want to talk about. I have to agree with Adam Silver. Ja Morant's 25 games is perfectly fine by me. You know why? Because at the end of the day, whether people like it or not, the NBA is going through a transition period. LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and most likely Kawhi Leonard, they're almost out the door. LeBron James is almost out the door. Curry has a good 2 to 3 years. KD maybe have a good 2 to 3 years. Kawhi Leonard has another 2 to 3 dribbles before he tears another ACL. We're entering the NBA is so foreign now. Nikola Jokic, Luka, and Giannis and Joel Embiid. It is beyond boring to watch. I'm not saying Joel and Nikola Jokic and Giannis and Luka are not great players. They are great players. Skilled. They're skilled. But they are boring. So boring, it's not even funny. It's really not even like these guys are boring. It's like watching a bunch of European Tim Duncans. Like Tim Duncan is great. Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward ever, and I have him in my top 10. But no one's looking up Tim Duncan highlights. Like no one's looking up Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Giannis, or Joel Embiid highlights. For real, no one's looking them guys up. The only only foreigner that might be entertaining is Shai Alexander, but Shai Alexander, once again, he needs to do it again for another year and prove that he is a superstar or that he is an all-star level caliber player. But besides that, there's no one that's entertaining. Adam Silver suspending Ja Morant for 25 games is literally saying Ja Morant, and I can throw Zion in here. Ja Morant and Zion Williamson are two American players who are exciting to watch. Let's leave all the off the court stuff past us. I already spoke about that. On the court, and I've been critical, and I have a video criticizing Ja Morant's on the court play. But as entertainment, not as winning, but as entertainment, Ja Morant is like a top 5 most entertaining player to watch in the league right now. Me personally, Donovan, Kyrie, Curry when he goes off. I always have a soft spot for LeBron. And then Ja's like right up there. Ja and Zion are literally right up there. If Ja Morant's on, I'm watching. If Zion Williamson is on, I'm watching. At the end of the day, we need Ja Morant in the NBA. We can't have these foreign guys who are slower than a 3-legged turtle running this league. Isn't like we can't have that. We need exciting guys in the league. Say what you want about Ja Morant. You can call him an idiot. You can call him a clown. You call him a fake hood guy. It is what it is. He is exciting to watch. Say what you want to say about Zion, even though Zion didn't really technically do anything wrong. I mean, let's be for real. What NBA player doesn't have baby mama drama? Zion Williamson is fun to watch. Ja Morant and Zion Williamson have it. They have it. It's unfortunate that, they don't have their heads on straight, and Zion, he doesn't have his diet in straight. They have it that people want to watch. I want to watch. NBA fans want to watch. So when I saw Adam Silver suspending him for 25 games, I was like, dang, I was making jokes saying he'll be back during December. Shout out to all my boys. I'm texting about it. Then he's going to be back before December 3rd. But I understand it because Adam Silver's looking like we just had a finals with Nikola Jokic and Jimmy Butler as the two faces of it. And Jimmy Butler disappeared like he's a rabbit in a magician's hat. And Nikola Jokic is once again just as boring as watching paint dry. He's just as boring as watching your toast cook in the toaster. I don't blame him for spending from 25 games because at the end of the day, Ja Morant and Zion are the future. They're the future of this Ja Morant and Zion Williamson are the future of basketball. Whether people like it or not, they're the future of basketball. They're both Americans and they're both exciting to watch and they both have it. I'm sorry to say this. Nikola Jokic, Luka, and even Giannis to a certain extent don't have it. They just don't have it. They need Ja and Zion to work. And say what you want about Zion. Say what you want about Zion or Ja. They are entertaining to watch. But as it goes for the suspension, I'm fine with it because at the end of the day, I want to watch Ja play. I really want to watch Ja play. Anybody who knows me knows I say this. Ja Morant is half man, half back because the way how that dude can fly in the air, ain't no way he's fully human doing that. But that's my thoughts, man. What are yours? Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the Ja Morant suspension? What do you think about my take about the Ja Morant suspension? And yeah, man, RJ out.